Hello everyone, and welcome to Itay Software. Today, I'll focus on a classic interview question that I know that I got it wrong in the past. And the question is, tell me about yourself. This is a classic question that is often asked at the beginning of an interview, and it can have a significant impact. So let's talk about that. Before we start though, since you probably or may have asked those questions in the past, you can pause this video and think about it for a second. How would you answer the question, tell me about yourself? Now, one way to answer this question is just to say your resume in 90 seconds. Okay, so you just go walk through your resume chronologically in 90 seconds. That's the most basic way to answer. I used to answer this way. And however, this is missing a couple of elements. So this is not the recommended way to do it. Another way that is better, still not perfect, but better, that's usually the recommended way, is say something about the present, what's your current role, say something about the past, what you used to do, and the future. So that's breaking maybe it's kind of chronological, but it starts with kind of like an executive summary of what you're doing, which is a good thing. However, you can do better. So how can you answer these questions in the best way, I think, and ace it? Here is 5 different tips for how you can do that. The first thing, maybe even before we start, is to take the perspective of the interviewer. Don't think about it about you. You kind of know what you are. Think about it from the point of view of the interviewer. So let's kind of flip it today. Why are they asking you this? What type of signals, what type of information are they looking to get from tell me about yourself? I'll also show in a few minutes, I'll take those tips and put them into an example with my own kind of LinkedIn details. So, the first thing that the interviewer is looking for is to categorize you quickly, okay? They've interviewed potentially, the most senior interviewers, potentially have interviewed thousands of people across their career, definitely hundreds. So what are you? They might have not read your resume. Like, what are you? Are you like a seasoned professional, starting out, career changer, somebody who's more into the maybe client side, more into the product side, your back end and front end? Like, what are you? Make it very simple for them. This is how they will frame you in their head for the continuation of the conversation. And this is critical. This is kind of the first part that you start and you have to be very clear about this. What are you? And I do understand that sometimes you're much more complicated than what can be put in few sentences, but for the purpose of the interviews, make it simple. The second question, which sometimes people miss, is, do I actually enjoy talking with you? Okay? Now, this is important. This is not about qualification. This is about your communication style and if overall I'm enjoying to talk with you. Are you clear and engaging? Can you convey complex ideas simply? Remember, the interviewer might be very busy. They took 1 hour of their time, sometimes willingly, sometimes unwillingly, to come and chat with you. Make it overall a good experience for them. So if you just recite your resume in a very kind of dry way, maybe that's not the best way to start the conversation. This is influencing also the amount of energy that the interviewer might be willing to put into this. Remember, we are all humans, and if it's a dry conversation, then maybe you will be less engaging and you will enjoy it less, and that could potentially impact the score. The third question is, and by the way, just for the previous one, remember that also this person needs to assess if they want to work with you. The third question, are you self-aware of yourself? Right? Tell me about yourself is a great way to see how much people are self-aware and able to draw a conclusion from different things that happen. What's your attitude like? Right? This is, by the way, especially important when they evaluate you on behavioral. So tell me about yourself is actually, many people use that as part of it. It also ties to cultural fit. Does the person in front of me understand what's going on with their careers? For example, sometimes I interview people and they tell me how they kind of job hop and they position that as a fantastic success. So that kind of tells me that maybe they're dishonest about this, or maybe they don't really understand what caused them to pick positions that they had to leave. So just kind of try and be honest about this. This is also the point that, are you positive? Are you respectful towards your past employers who left companies? How do you talk about them? That also tells me how you're going to talk about us potentially, and it matters. By the way, objective language is quite helpful here. Try to avoid subjective language. Just try to say things as they are. The fourth question, the fourth point that I'm trying to evaluate, and the question that I'm answering is, are you a team player? When you give examples about leadership, especially by the way on managerial roles, but not only, do you care about the project success and other people, or do you just kind of a saver? It shows to me, are you kind of like a good person I want to work with? Someone potentially that has values of collaboration and maybe can inspire others. That is important. The fifth point that I'm looking for is considering your long-term potential. Okay, are you gonna be in it for the long run, like years, or are you gonna maybe do like 6 months, a year, maybe get bored and then leave after I spent a lot of time potentially training you? So this is the point where you kind of tell, where are you going? How does this align with where our companies is headed and what we can give you? And showing your career trajectory fits with our company future and the role can make you a standout candidate. Okay, so those are kind of 5 tips of how to excel and ace the question of tell me about yourself. Now, let's see how to put this together. So I'm going to use ChatGPT on my screen and my LinkedIn profile, and I'll demonstrate how you can craft one narrative to address those points effectively. It's not perfect, but it's something.
So here you can see the share of the ChatGPT conversation. So what I've done here is I try to take my LinkedIn profile. It's not the full resume. The full resume probably could have been better, but for demonstration, it doesn't really matter. And show you how to answer the tell me about yourself. So let's talk about that. So I started by saying, write a response to tell me about yourself of about 90 seconds. I'll provide my resume in the resume section. The position I'm applying to is a VP product at a small startup. Remember, I don't really apply for VP product at a small startup. I had to personalize it. But I did put the VP product small startup because currently I work at a big corporation and I teach at Cal State Fulton, and this is quite different. So I wanted to see what ChatGPT will be able to do with that. The startup does ads in the middle of phone calls to give phone service for free. It just made up some product. Just to provide context. It's a managerial position where I need to help sales to get clients. So with that, the content structure of the answer that I've suggested is a summary, current work, past work, future desired work, and then why am I here? Why am I a fit? Okay? The answer should establish the following. First, the current professional status and any major transition. This is important because this is just the main part of tell me about yourself. Highlight adaptability traits if this is a different role. In this case, it is a bit of a different role. Highlight achievement. Demonstrate leadership and teamwork capabilities if required. This is a leadership position. Cultural, domain, and role fit for the company applied type. And demonstration of relevant passion. The answer must be objective. In tell me about yourself, always be objective, not subjective or vain. That is not a good thing to do. Answer must look like I'm not accidentally here as part of 100 other companies I interviewed for. This is important in relationship and in job interviews. Highlight relevant areas and downplay irrelevant. Of course, we want to make our answer relevant. And you can make up some stuff if information is missing. It's for demonstration. You can, since you are in the end the final reviewer, don't worry about if they make up stuff because you can always fix it. And then I copied my resume. This is basically a copy from my LinkedIn profile. You see, I put no effort into this. It even copies part like RMS logo. And let's see what we got out of it. It's just a copy. Okay. And you can see my LinkedIn profile if you want to see the reference for that. So it starts with, thank you for considering me for Vice President of Product role at your innovative startup. I'm excited about the opportunity to discuss how my background and skills align perfectly with the challenges and aspiration of your company. I think it's a bit of a boilerplate. You can add it, you can remove it. Currently, I'm the lead product manager at Google, where I oversee its Privacy Sandbox initiative. The role involves a significant amount of collaboration with both demand and sell-side partners, create solutions for mediation and marketing. My expertise centers around managing privacy-centric data platform, which ensure robust and ethical audience targeting. So we try to highlight, again, maybe the ads part of it. We try to highlight the collaboration with partners because we said this is about client engagement. Now we're going to the past. Prior to Google, I served as a senior director of product management. Notice it highlighted the teams across various teams. This role was instrumental in shaping my ability to manage large technical teams because we said this is a managerial role. And interface effectively with sales because it should be about helping sales. Now, is that what I did or not did? That's irrelevant. This is for demonstration purposes. It's just to show you what type of things are desired to highlight. Looking ahead, this is the future part. I'm eager to leverage my experience in ad platform and data privacy to contribute to a startup environment where innovative solution in advertising, remember I came from advertising, this is an advertising, so it finds the connection, can redefine market norms. So I'm actually excited about this breakthrough product, right? Redefining market norms, ads in the middle of your phone calls. I'm particularly drawn to company's unique model of integrating ads into phone calls to provide free service, seeing it as transformative approach that aligns with my past work and future interests. And then the reason I'm here today is that I believe my deep domain expertise in ad technologies and platform management, combined with my passion for mentoring and innovation, makes me ideal fit for company's culture and its forward-thinking objective. I'm not looking for any opportunity. I'm not just looking for any opportunities. I'm looking for the right opportunity where I can bring significant value and grow alongside the company. Now, I would give it this answer maybe 7.5 out of 10. I think you can still do much better than that. It's very ChatGPT answers tend to be very like fluffy. I think that backing things with more facts and demonstration instead of kind of just words is helpful. But overall, not a bad start. Not a bad start.
I hope you found this session useful. I hope you learn a bit about maybe how you can do better at the tell me about yourself question. If you have suggestions on how to do it better, you're welcome to suggest for people who see the channel in the comment section. Don't forget also to like the video if you found it useful and subscribe to the channel. And I wish you good luck with the rest of your career development.